What's good? It's your boy Rucci, SODMG, coming at you again with another reaction video slash rambling video. And today, yesterday, Alex Jones finally, YouTube banned Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorists. I wasn't a big fan of his videos. I was not. Okay, I mean, because number one, he offended many groups of people. I'm talking about, he offended the African American community couple times. Let's see who else. He offended the LGBT community several thousand times. And he also offended victims. I'm talking about victims of tragedies that happen. Victims like from the Sandy Hook, for example, like the Sandy Hook shooting. He offended those victims by saying the parents killed the children to fake the tragedy, when really the Sandy Hook shooting really happened. Okay, there's no conspiracy. Let's just watch this video and see what I'm talking
Android users, you can now have TYT in the palm of your hand. Our TYT app is available for download in the Google Play Store. Just go to tyt.com/app to find out more.
Multiple online platforms have now taken down content associated with Alex Jones and InfoWars. Yeah. In fact, this is the first time that these platforms have taken pretty drastic actions against Alex Jones. Now, to give you an example, YouTube removed many top channels, not just videos, channels associated with InfoWars, including the Alex Jones channel, which had 2.4 million subscribers and videos that were viewed over 1.5 billion times. So YouTube spoke to the press about their reasons behind this. I actually agree with their reasons. They say when users violate policies repeatedly, like our policies against hate speech and harassment, or our terms prohibiting circumvention of our enforcement measures, we terminate their accounts. Now, look, let's be clear. YouTube is not the government, so you are not protected against YouTube banning you from their platforms. Okay, the Constitution obviously doesn't protect you from that. With that said, I don't agree with censoring hate speech. I mean, of course, YouTube is free to do whatever it pleases, but I am against defamatory content, which is what Alex Jones specializes in. He spreads all sorts of insane, unfounded conspiracy theories about innocent people, which then leads to crazed lunatics harassing them, targeting them, and making their lives miserable. Exactly. The Sandy Hook shooting is a perfect example of that. We've talked about it on the show numerous times. And so his content was problematic.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. His content, like his content is aimed directly towards innocent people, like, you know, saying that, oh, for example, this tragedy is fake. Oh, for example, the Parkland shooting is fake. The government calls that, and it leads crazed lunatics. His video, and then it encourages crazed lunatics to cause more cause more tragedies to happen, to like get featured on his channel, to get featured on his channel, so Alex Jones could say that tragedy that crazed lunatic caused is fake, when it really wasn't. Okay, the Sandy Hook shooting happened. Okay, it's real. Okay, and I don't agree with censoring hate speech. Wait, do I agree? Yeah, I don't agree with censoring hate speech because of this. One of the amendments is freedom of speech. So I'm just putting that out there. But what I don't agree with is I also don't agree with freaking bashing the victims of tragedies that happen and saying, the victims killed the victims' parents killed the children and faked the whole tragedy. Bruh, you know how stupid you sound? You know how stupid you sound, bruh. You know how stupid. Alex Jones. Do you know how stupid you sound? Okay. I mean, bruh. Let's just continue watching.
Not because of his hateful speech, but because of what he did in destroying the reputations of innocent people and essentially inciting violence toward them on a regular basis.
So I think that there's a number of things here that need to be considered, and I think YouTube, Facebook, and Apple considered them. And so I want to be clear about the different categories. So one category is speech you don't like. Well, do I think YouTube or Facebook should limit that? Absolutely not. And there's a certain amount of allowable speech that goes on cable news, for example, or mainstream media. Should YouTube and Facebook be places where you can go outside of that? Absolutely. And what you might not know, well, there's no reason why you would know, except we've talked about it in some of the post games. tyt.com/join to become a member. You get the post games where I explain this in more detail. But internally, when I've ever been asked by people in digital media, well, what do you make of the Alex Jones of the world, the right wing of the world? It's a tough problem because on the one hand, they're so over the top and appear to be harassing people. On the other hand, we got to protect people's rights in terms of being able to speak, even if it's not a governmental issue, as a matter of policy. And I have leaned on the side of, and some people on the left might take this out of context, of defending the right wing. Because independent media is so important. I don't want to go back to a world of gatekeepers. And I don't want to go back to a world where the only things that you're allowed to say is how honorable the politicians are and how we need to have bipartisan agreement in Washington about how they're going to rob us blind, etc. So if we're just talking about right-wing attacking the left, Democrats, have at it, Hoss. But even progressives as a category. I mean, you know that the right wing has done that for decades now. Libtards, feminazis, etc.
Yeah, who cares about that? That's not what we're having a conversation about.
I know. And that's why I'm being really careful here to make sure people understand where we stand, because the right wing and the Alex Jones supporters, etc., will twist things, right? Yeah. And they will pretend, they'll create a straw man argument pretending they're against right-wing speech. No. I am in favor of protecting right-wing, left-wing, any kind of speech along those lines. The issues come into play when it gets to two things. One is hate speech and the other is harassment. Yeah. I will probably have a different standard than everybody's got their own standard, but then YouTube and Facebook will have. I don't necessarily think that hate speech should be regulated. So now a lot of people will disagree with that. Now, we fight against hate speech every single day. That's part and parcel of what we do. Leave that job to us. We will win that battle, and we'll win in the free marketplace of ideas. When it comes to harassment, to me, that's a totally different issue. When you attack the Sandy Hook parents, and you talk about how
they're actors,
and they live here, and you should go find them. And the Posners that are suing Alex Jones had to move 7 times. Their 6-year-old son was murdered. And then they are harassed all throughout the country by followers of this maniac.
A woman who is an Alex Jones viewer was sentenced to 5 months in prison because she was harassing the Posners. She was convinced because of Alex Jones that these people are crisis actors, that it was all a false flag operation by the government in order to take guns away from Americans. I mean, that's the kind of nonsense this guy spews on his show on a regular basis. I will never stand up for that kind of speech. You want to hate on liberals, have at it. You want to hate on me specifically, have at it. But if you're going to spew defamatory BS and encourage people to harass individuals who have already been victimized, they just lost their 6-year-old son. You're going to encourage them to go after these people and harass them? No, I'm not going to protect that. And I'm happy that these platforms finally have enough of a backbone to do something about it, because conservatives have made a whole profitable industry out of this, right? Oh, we care about free speech so much, only when it's convenient for us, right? Like we don't care about free speech on the left. But, like, they want to make themselves the victims. They've made a lot of money off of that, and I'm sick of it. No more patty cakes. No more defending this nonsense. This is not protected speech on a federal level, and it certainly shouldn't be protected speech when it comes to these private businesses.
And look, their politicians stand up for them. Right now, as things stand, unfortunately, the overwhelming majority of the Democratic politicians are basically establishment folks, corporate people that take donor money. So they don't actually care about the progressive base at all. The only thing I give credit to the right wing for is they're a little afraid of their base, so hence they care about their base a little bit, right? So Ted Cruz goes out and says, how dare they do this to Alex Jones? He said it last week, right?
Wow.
Alex Jones spread a conspiracy theory that Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK.
Yeah, I'm done with these people. Yeah.
I know. So there's nothing the right wing won't do for their crazed base. No matter how crazed they are, no matter how much they're going after people in their...
I'm done. I watched enough, bro. Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. I'm done, bro. I'm so done, bro. I'm so done. I mean, I'm beyond glad that Alex Jones is, like, banned from YouTube, Apple, and Facebook, because this man, he's been spreading all types of freaking lies, bro. I mean, he might have been the one that created. Bush did 9/11. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's just like, and people believe it. I mean, that just goes to show people in this country are dumb. Okay, people in this country are freaking dumb. I mean, like, develop a mind of your own, okay? I mean, nobody, like me, they'll never convince me of something unless if I see it myself. So, yeah. I swear, everybody pray for Alex Jones, bro. Pray for him. Like, that man needs prayer. For real. That man needs prayer. I mean, hopefully one day, like, he'll realize what he's doing is wrong. Like, bashing the victims of all these tragedies, calling them actors, which is wrong. And, like, he'll, like, correct all that. But, I mean, it's just crazy on how, like, this is just ridiculous. But anyways, I just wanted to put my thoughts into it, like, put what I think about it, and, like, so yeah, it's been your, don't forget to start commenting, what videos you want me to react to next, and also don't forget to subscribe for more content, like this video if you enjoyed it, and also, let's see what else. All my social media links will be in the description below. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, and my Xbox Live if y'all have Xbox Live, and let's see what else. I think that's about it, and that's it. And it's been your boy Rucci, SODMG, and I'm out.